What's up YouTube? I'm back with my 2014 WRX. Today we are going to change the thermostat on it. Alright, let's get to it. First thing we're going to do is chock the rear wheels. Second thing we're going to do is get our jack. We're either going to jack it up underneath the center jacking spot, or if you don't have access to that, you could do underneath the frame rails. Next thing you're going to do is put jack stands underneath the jack point on both sides. All right, just lower down the jack. Next thing you're going to do is remove your radiator cap. Make sure it's not hot. The engine's been sitting on this one, so we're fine. That to the side, and you could go ahead and open up the secondary one. It's on the front top left of your engine. Like that. Set that one to the side. That's all the access ports open. And then you could open up this one if you want. And set that to the side. That's all the coolant access parts open. All right, come to the bottom of the car, grab a bucket, find the radiator right underneath the car, right there. This big long chrome piece, it's a racing radiator. Yours is probably black if it's stock. There should be a drain port. This one has a big hex head. Yours might have a twist on the side. Undo that and then just let it drain all the way out into the bucket. Okay, once it's done, reinstall the cap and then we'll move to the next part. Okay, so now we're on the other side. We're gonna find the lower radiator hose, which is right here. This is the fuel pump right here. That's the thermostat inside of it. This is the cap. This is the lower radiator hose that goes into the radiator. We're gonna get out any remaining fluid that's in there. So we are going to loosen that up and drain this into our bucket. All right, let's go. All right, so once that's all drained out, put it back on the spot so it stops leaking. And then now we are gonna take off this cap. There is a bolt right here, and there's a bolt directly on the other side. You see it right there. Take those two out and this cap will pop off. Okay, once those two bolts are out, it's just gonna pop off. There's the thermostat that you're gonna replace. You can move that out the way. And then you're just gonna pull out the old thermostat. All right, on to the next part. Okay, now we're gonna switch. We pulled out the Mishimoto. This is the 68C. And then now we went with the IAG. This is the 69C. So we're gonna go ahead and install this. Okay, so now when we're reinstalling the thermostat, the jiggle valve up top is gonna go directly at 12 o'clock up there. This is a little bit challenging if it doesn't stay, but try to get that exactly at 12 o'clock and be careful when you put your cap on, it doesn't move. You're gonna wanna hold the top with one hand, then hand thread the screws in. I already did that one, and then you'll have to do the top one. You're also gonna wanna come here, tighten up the lower radiator hose, and then once all that's tight, then we'll move to the next step. Okay, so now that we're on top of the vehicle again, we're gonna use this fill kit. You could get it at any auto parts store. I highly recommend this. It just screws on like a radiator cap, and then you can fill it up with fluid. So we're gonna go ahead and fill the radiator up first. All right, so we're gonna leave this open and we're gonna leave this open. We're gonna fill this up first. We're gonna get it full, and then we're gonna, when this fills up, we'll cap it and then we could leave this one open. Then we're gonna start the car and let it run and cycle out the air bubbles. So go ahead and fill this up. Okay, so you're just gonna have your car running. You're just gonna want to keep topping this off. As you see, it'll go into your overflow reservoir when there's too much. So then you're just gonna let it run all its heat cycles, let it run. As you see, it'll bounce between like 195 down to like 185. And it's trying to get rid of all the air bubbles in the system. So just let it run and do its thing and let it cycle, and you should be good to go.